The Austronesian languages look like they started from this very tip that looks like a handle? Since it looks like other Austronesian languages just moved into this corner of Taiwan. Hello everyone, and welcome to LangShack. Today we're going to talk about the Austronesian language family, and some features that are typical of most Austronesian languages, some shared vocabulary, and a sample of Proto-Austronesian. Austronesian languages are probably the most geographically spread out language family in the entire world. From Madagascar to Hawaii to Taiwan and New Zealand, the languages came from Proto-Austronesian, spoken on Taiwan around, if not more than 6,000 years ago. Other languages in this family are the Philippine languages, Malayo-Polynesian, Puyama, Tsawic, and more. The family has 10 language groups, and 9 out of 10 are native to Taiwan, and the last one is the Malayo-Polynesian branch, of which Philippine is also in. As per Comrie, the Formosan languages of Taiwan make up 9 families. The ones that make up those 9 families are more different from one another than the entire Malayo-Polynesian branch is. Sound. The vast majority of Austronesian languages have a phonetic inventory that is smaller than typical world languages. There is a variant of a language with only 7 consonants called Northwest Macao in Papua New Guinea. Syntax. Austronesian languages tend to have the verb at the start of the sentence, and this is generally the case for Polynesian, Malgache, Philippine, many languages on Borneo, and Formosan languages, where the group began. However, some Austronesian languages are subject-verb-object, particularly in Micronesia, in most languages northwest of Vanuatu and the Solomon Islands, all the way up to Indonesia. Non-Austronesian languages on Papua New Guinea commonly use a subject-object-verb, and this has affected the Papuan tip languages of Austronesian. Proto-Austronesian was reconstructed with a verb-object-subject or verb-subject-object sentence order. The voice system. Many Austronesian languages have a special, albeit complex, system of marking the relation between noun and verbs in a sentence. The Malgache languages, Taiwan, parts of Indonesia, and the Philippine languages, there is a special voice system called the Austronesian alignment, which was also in Proto-Austronesian, that has different verb voices that determine what the main subject of the clause will be, or the focus of the clause. This subject can be anything from some location to a specific person, or even a particular method. The verb is in the initial position in most of these. Here's an example of one of the verb voices, patient voice, in Malgache. Vonoinini umpamboli amini ansi niakoho. In this sentence, you see that Malgache has no object particle, but the subject of the sentence is at the end of it. This sentence supposedly means the farmer kills the chicken with a knife. Because of the patient voice, however, it could be translated, the chicken kills a farmer with a knife. Especially without that patient voice article ina. Otherwise, we don't need chickens running around with sharp objects now. In languages outside these regions, the original complex voice system that was either simplified or no longer exists. However, in language groups such as Polynesian that don't have a voice system typically, still have a complex system of determining where and how something happened in clause relations, such as if the action happened near or far from the speaker or the hearer, or if the action was realized, marking an object, or active passive voice, or even if the object is known to the parties involved. Here's an example from Rapa Nui. Ito oro mai roa itohe. In this sentence, e marks the past, to'o is to bring. Ro, which you see in 2 positions of the sentence here, is a realization particle, meaning that an article has been realized or not realized. Mai means to, and e is a relation article, a relation marker. Te is the and hoe are knives. Agglutination. According to Blust, most Austronesian languages are agglutinative, meaning that the languages use various affixes joined together to express ideas. However, this is not the case for all Austronesian languages. Reduplication. This trait is common across Austronesian languages, both partial and full reduplication. Examples of partial reduplication include roroa, from the word roa, rarahi, from the word rahi, meaning long or a lot. Examples of full reduplication. Anak means child. In Malay, anak-anak means children. Bat means a stone in Saisiat, a language spoken on Taiwan, and batoan means a place full of stones. Matatobi means cry for each other. But matatobi in Rukai, another language spoken on Taiwan, means to cry for one another. There are other kinds of duplication patterns such as double reduplication, triplication, and various kinds of duplication involving some parts of special sounds like glottal stops and more. Cognate vocabulary among Austronesian languages. These are Proto-Austronesian words. This language was the hypothetical ancestor of all Austronesian languages. This language was reconstructed based on its modern descendants. If you speak or know an Austronesian language, you may recognize some of these cognates as being at least somewhat related to that language. One word here, mata, means I, and it's pretty consistent. Telu, which tends to be toru in many Polynesian languages, means three. Alima, the Q is supposed to be some sort of glottal stop, I believe. And alima means hand, although this is lima in many Austronesian languages. Sikan is fish. Iaku is I or me. I can see this from ao. This must have been aku back then, before the K was lost. And nipen, meaning tooth. Question of the day. If you speak or know an Austronesian language, which of these grammar features did you recognize? Were you able to recognize any of the Proto-Austronesian words? For those who don't speak an Austronesian language, have you ever studied one? Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it and share it. If you enjoy language-related content, then consider subscribing to the LangShack. If you'd like to request any language topic, then feel free to leave those in the comments below. Catch us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at the LangShack handle, and at our official website at langshack.org.